Think cars can't last more than 200,000 miles? Think again. There are drivers out there cruising past 500,000 miles. And no, we're not talking about replacing the engine 3 times or living in a mechanic's garage. They're doing it with smart, consistent habits that anyone can follow. Whether you're behind the wheel of a Toyota Camry, a Ford F-150, a Tesla Model 3, or even an old-school Honda Civic from the early 2000s, the secret isn't magic or money, it's mindful maintenance. And in this video, I'm laying out 13 insanely effective habits that can stretch the life of your car farther than most people ever imagine. If you love your car, or at least love not paying for new ones every few years, then this is for you. Think of it like giving your car vitamins, a gym membership, and regular therapy all in one. These aren't just tips, they're long-term game changers. But before we dive into the habits, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Car Care Gold. Trust me, your future self and your wallet will thank you. Let's get into it. Habit 1, stick to a consistent oil change schedule. Oil is like blood for your engine. It lubricates, cools, and protects everything under that hood. The cleaner it is, the longer your engine will last. Most people either forget to change it or wait way too long. If your owner's manual says every 5,000 miles, do it without delay. If you're using synthetic oil, which I recommend for high mileage cars, you might stretch it to 7,500 miles, but that's your max. Using high mileage synthetic oils like Mobil 1. High mileage is a smart move. These include additives and seal conditioners that prevent leaks and reduce wear in older engines. Don't forget the oil filter either. Cheap filters leave sludge behind, which can shorten engine life significantly. Set a recurring reminder on your phone or use an app like Carfax or Simply Auto to track your oil changes. Staying consistent here can easily add hundreds of thousands of miles to your car's lifespan. Now that your engine's protected on the inside, let's talk about a habit that affects how that oil, and everything else, performs right from the start. Habit 2, warm up your car before hard driving. Cold starts are tough on your car, especially in cooler climates. When your vehicle's been sitting for hours, the oil thickens and settles. So when you turn that key or press that button, the engine is running before everything is fully lubricated. That's where damage can sneak in. To keep things running smoothly, let your car idle for about 30 to 60 seconds before driving off. In colder temperatures, give it a little longer. This allows the fluids to circulate properly and your engine to reach a safe operating temperature. Also, avoid revving the engine right after startup. That just adds stress when your engine's not ready for it. Patience here pays off in longevity and smoother performance. Now that your car is warmed up and ready to move, the next habit is all about how you drive and why that matters more than most people think. Habit 3, don't cheap out on filters. Filters are one of the most overlooked parts of car maintenance, but they do some of the most important work. From your air and oil filters to fuel and cabin filters, these components protect your engine and interior systems from dirt, debris, and wear. A dirty air filter restricts airflow, making your engine work harder. A clogged fuel filter can choke your fuel delivery, while a cheap oil filter won't clean out the grime that builds up between oil changes. Even cabin filters matter. They affect how hard your AC system has to work and how clean your air is inside. Stick with OEM parts or trusted brands like K&N or Bosch. They last longer, filter better, and give you peace of mind. Regular filter replacement is low cost, low effort, and makes a huge difference in long-term performance. Speaking of performance, let's move on to how your driving habits can directly impact your car's health. Habit 4, drive smooth. Not like you're in Fast and Furious driving style plays a huge role in how long your car lasts. Hard acceleration, sudden braking, sharp turns, and redlining might make your drive feel exciting, but they're wearing down your engine, transmission, brakes, and suspension every time. Smooth drivers see fewer repairs, better fuel economy, and longer-lasting components. Momentum driving, where you anticipate traffic, coast to lights, and avoid riding the brakes, isn't just good for comfort, it's excellent for your car. Many long-distance rideshare drivers report hitting 400,000 miles or more with minimal repairs, simply because they drive calmly and consistently. Avoid racing starts, jackrabbit stops, and aggressive lane changes. These things add up fast and cause unnecessary stress on your vehicle. Now that you know how to treat your car on the road, let's take a look under the hood again for a crucial monthly habit that most people skip, but shouldn't. Habit 5. Monitor fluid levels. Monthly checking your fluids might not sound exciting, but it's one of the smartest things you can do to keep your car in top shape. Oil, coolant, brake fluid, transmission fluid, and washer fluid are all vital. Low levels or dirty fluids can lead to serious problems before you even notice anything's wrong while driving. Once a month, take 5 minutes to pop the hood and look at each reservoir. Most modern cars have transparent containers or dipsticks to make it easy. Look for changes in color, smell, or level. Oil should be a clean amber color, not black. Coolant should be bright and clear, not rusty or sludgy. Transmission fluid should be pinkish red and not smell burnt. Keep a log in your phone or glove box and note any drops in levels. It could signal a slow leak. With fluids topped off and monitored regularly, let's get into the part of your car that actually hits the road, your tires, and how you can make them and your suspension last way longer. Habit 6. Rotate and balance tires. Every 6,000 to 8,000 miles, tires don't wear out evenly on their own. Your front tires take more stress from turning, braking, and engine weight, especially on front-wheel drive cars. Without regular rotation, you'll find yourself replacing tires more often and possibly facing suspension problems too. Rotating and balancing your tires every 6,000 to 8,000 miles helps distribute wear evenly, maintain traction, and extend the life of your tires, shocks, and wheel bearings. It's also the perfect time to check your alignment and tire pressure. Underinflated tires wear out faster and reduce fuel efficiency, while overinflated ones wear unevenly and hurt handling. Check pressure monthly, especially during seasonal changes when temperatures shift. If your car pulls to one side or your steering wheel vibrates, it might be time for a balance or alignment check. These adjustments cost a lot less than replacing tires early or dealing with worn-out suspension. Now that your ride is smooth and rolling properly, let's move on to something that might surprise you. Why washing your car isn't just about looks, it's about mechanical health too. Habit 7. Wash and wax regularly. Yes, it's mechanical maintenance. Most people think of car washes as purely cosmetic, but regular washing is actually critical for longevity, especially if you live near the coast, in a snowy climate, or around dusty roads. Road salt, tree sap, industrial fallout, and bird droppings are all corrosive, and they can eat through your paint and underbody over time. At a minimum, wash your car once a month. If you're in an area with heavy grime, make that every 2 weeks. Don't forget the undercarriage, especially after rain, snow, or beach trips. Rust starts where you can't see it. Waxing your car every 3 to 6 months adds a layer of protection against UV rays, pollution, and oxidation. Want even better long-term coverage? Consider ceramic coating, especially if you plan to keep your car for many years. Taking care of the outside helps preserve the entire structure. But let's not forget what happens when you ignore things. Our next habit is all about addressing small issues before they turn into big, expensive problems. Habit 8. Fix small problems before they become big ones. That weird squeaking sound? That tiny oil spot in your driveway? That check engine light that's been on for a week? These aren't just minor annoyances. They're early warning signs. Ignoring small problems is one of the biggest reasons cars break down earlier than they should. A loose belt today can snap tomorrow. A slow oil leak can become a blown gasket. The earlier you catch and fix a problem, the cheaper and easier it is to deal with. Here's a smart move. Invest in a simple OBD2 scanner. They're cheap, under $30, and plug right into your car's diagnostics port. It'll tell you what that check engine light actually means, and you can decide whether it's a DIY fix or something for a mechanic. Keep a close eye on new noises, leaks, or changes in performance. Your car is constantly talking to you. You just have to listen. Speaking of what goes into your car, let's shift gears into fuel. Not all gas is created equal, and choosing the right one can seriously affect engine life. Habit 9. Use top-tier fuel. When it comes to gas, a lot of people go for the cheapest price they see. But there's more to fuel than octane numbers. What you want is detergent quality. And that's where top-tier fuel brands make a big difference. Top-tier gas contains more cleaning agents than the minimum federal requirement. These detergents help prevent carbon buildup on fuel injectors, valves, and combustion chambers, especially important in direct injection engines. Habit 10, learn to listen to your car. Your car doesn't speak English, but it does communicate through sounds, vibrations, smells, and even how it feels while driving. Learning to recognize these cues can help you prevent major issues before they start. That ticking sound when you turn could be a worn CV joint, a low-pitched hum, maybe a wheel bearing, rattling when idling, could be a heat shield or loose engine mount. A sudden drop in MPG might be tire pressure, oxygen sensors, or even dirty fuel injectors. Turn the radio down once in a while and actually listen to your vehicle. Pay attention to how it shifts, accelerates, and brakes. Unusual feedback often shows up in your feet and hands first. The earlier you catch a symptom, the easier and cheaper it usually is to fix. Ignoring it just means it'll get louder and more expensive. But even the most attentive drivers need to stay on top of one critical, often forgotten component, the timing system. That's up next. Habit 11, stay on top of timing belt, chain maintenance. This one's huge. If you forget everything else, don't forget this. The timing belt, or chain, is what keeps your engine in sync. If it breaks, your engine could suffer catastrophic damage, especially in interference engines. And here's a pro move. If you're replacing the timing belt, also replace the water pump and tensioners. They usually share labor time, so you save money doing it all at once. With your engine now fully protected from a timing disaster, let's jump to something quick but powerful, using your parking brake, even when you don't think you need it. Habit 12, use the parking brake every time. A lot of drivers skip this, especially with automatic transmissions. But not using your parking brake, yes, even on flat ground, puts unnecessary strain on your transmission's parking pawl, a small metal piece designed to hold your car in place. It's a tiny habit, but one that protects one of your car's most expensive components. And finally, let's talk about the one thing that ties all of these habits together: having a reliable mechanic on your side. Habit 13, build a relationship with a trustworthy mechanic. Too many people only visit a mechanic when something's broken. But if you want your car to last over 500,000 miles, you need someone who knows your vehicle and catches problems before they become expensive. A trustworthy mechanic can guide your maintenance, recommend what really needs to be done and what can wait, and spot small issues that you might miss. They'll help you prioritize repairs, budget better, and avoid shady upsells. You don't need to stick with the dealership either. In fact, once your warranty's up, certified independent shops can often offer better prices and more personal service. Keep all your receipts and service records in one place, either a physical folder in your glove box or digitally through apps like Carfax, Simply Auto, or even Google Drive. The bottom line? Treat your mechanic like a partner, not a last resort. So there you have it. 13 simple habits that can help your car hit 500,000 miles and beyond. None of these take a ton of effort, but together, they make a massive difference. If you made it this far, give your car a high five and maybe yourself one too. Hit that like button if you learned something new, and subscribe for more smart car care tips. Drive smart, maintain well, and I'll see you in the next one.